This is EB2K, and yes, you read the title correctly. This is a story time about when my mom called during a date weekend to ask me if I knew about this new thing they got out now called doing heads. She thought it was about fixing hair, y'all. So you gotta hear this story time. And I'm not gonna hold you up. We finna get into it right now. I have added a repeat of this story time for those who came into the premiere late. I will be in the chat if you have any questions or just want to chop it up. I also added a music video at the end that serves as a promotion of my upcoming story times. This is your boy Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. All right, so here's the backstory. I met this young lady at Essence Festival during a 4th of July weekend. I was at a Kid Capri party hosted by the one and only Dougie Fresh. Man, look, Dougie Fresh got on the mic to perform the classic song, The Show, and I had to find someone to dance with. Luckily, this chocolate barber doll caught my eye, so I just walked up to her and held out my hand. She asked me, "What are you doing?" I replied, "You gonna let my arm fall off?" She replied, "Nigga, you ain't Billy D. Williams, and this ain't Lady Sings the Blues. Now you come with me." And she took my hand and led me to the dance floor. We danced and chatted and flirted. We hit it off and exchanged numbers and talked on the phone for weeks after the Essence Festival. Now remember, social media was almost non-existent at the time, so there was no photos being sent to no DMs. We were just going off on what we remembered how each other looked during the brief time on the dance floor during the Dougie Fresh song. And that was hard for me because at the point in the party I was tipsy off that Hennessy. But nonetheless, I still made it do what it do in terms of closing the deal. I convinced her that if she really wanted to get to know me, she needed to come and let this aroma from my chest hit her nose. She agreed, so she got flued out to see about Ebony Man 2K. And that's flued, F-L-E-W-E-D, flued. Now, full disclosure, I am an engineer, and at the time, I was flying out every week for on-site visits with clients working on projects. So when she was flew in on Friday, her flight came in before mine, and I provided transportation to my house and left a key under the mat for entry. I talked to her on the phone to make sure she was comfortable. I pointed out where things were and gave basic instructions. There was one instruction that was very important to me. It goes a little something like this. Hey, if the phone rings, don't pick it up. Just let it roll over the voicemail. I repeat. Hey, if the phone rings, don't pick it up. Just let it roll over the voicemail. I think y'all all know where this is going, right? So my plane touches down late Friday evening. As I stated before, her flight came in earlier and she's already at my house. I called to check on her and let her know I just made it in. I asked her if everything is okay. She said yes, but then said, "Oh wait, I talked to your mom." I said, "You talked to my mom?" I'm baffled because I can't figure out how this could have possibly happened after I gave her clear instructions not to pick up my phone. She proceeds to say that the phone rang and she forgot, but talked to my mother, and my mother said, "Call her as soon as I get in because it's an emergency." Now, this ain't good, y'all. This ain't good at all. I'm already stressed out by work-related stuff from a client. This business travel every week is draining my energy. And now I got to deal with someone who can't follow simple instructions And then I got to call my drama queen mama, who I already know is about to exaggerate something, so she can have a reason to call me 11 times. I'm hot, yo. I'm hot. My weekend ain't starting on the right foot. So I get to the house, walk in, and immediately ask her to explain this conversation with my mother again. She confirms that yes, she accidentally picked up the phone, talked to my mom, and she said call her as soon as I get in because it's an emergency. So now I'm like, oh shit, somebody done died. Somebody done died, yo. So I first come down because I could see she was nervous. I mean, what a hell of a way to start a rendezvous weekend with someone you just getting to know. I fixed a glass of wine, picked up the phone to call my mother, while my girl looked at me nervously, wringing her hands. The phone rings, my mom picks up. I said, hey, I heard that there was an emergency. What's going on? My mom replies, and I quote, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, have you heard of this new thing they got out now called doing heads? I repeat, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, have you heard of this new thing they got out now called doing heads? Now, first, to put things in proper context, my mom was a middle school counselor and a Sunday school teacher. So if hearing this seems odd to you, it was odd to me tenfold. So I said, Mama, what are you talking about? She says, well, a girl came into my office today and said she needed to talk to me because everybody's talking about her doing heads. I thought the girl was talking about doing hair, so I asked her where she does heads at because I'm trying to figure out why would they be teasing her. She said sometimes she does it in the gym behind the bleachers, which I thought was odd. I said, well, let me ask you this, baby. What time do you do heads? Because if you do it before the bell ring, technically you're not on school time. And I'm sure I can get the principal to sign off on it. Then the girl looked at me funny. So then I asked her how much she charged. The girl said nothing. I said, well, baby, that's why they talking about you. You coming in here every morning doing heads, and you not making no money. As a matter of fact, I got a brother who does men and women, and he makes good money per head. Now, by this time, y'all, I am laying on the floor on my back in utter disbelief. My girl is looking at me all nervous, and I know at this point she want to take her ass back home. So my mom continued this story on how she accidentally counseled a student to give head for pay before the school bell rings, y'all. She says even though she thought she was giving the girl good advice, she noticed the girl kept looking at her strange. And then my mom says this. And then the girl told me, she explained that doing heads was sucking on a boy's dangling. And I said, oh, Jesus, have mercy, Lord. Jesus, have mercy, Lord. I had to call in another counselor to finish off my session. Y'all, I fainted and I went in and out of coma 2 or 3 times, yeah. I just could not believe what I was hearing. I finally got myself together and I told my girl, look, let's get out of here and go to Cheesecake Factory. My mood reminded me of how Biggie handled the situation on his song, I Got a Story to Tell, where he had to fake rob somebody to get out of a situation. Biggie said, that nigga was pulling mad G's out the floor. I put stacks in a Prada knapsack and hit the door. I grabbed the keys to the file, call my niggas on the cell, bring some weed, I got a story to tell.
This is Everyday Man 2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Yeah. Yeah. That part. You see it correctly. Shakira and Aaliyah music dance premiere coming this weekend. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Listen, Shakira and I were pillow talking, and she shared with me some pictures. And I said, baby girl, you know what? The way you wear your clothes and also some of the way you dance and the way you move, it kind of reminds me of Aaliyah. She said, really, Big Papi? I said, yeah, baby girl, yeah. I said, you know what? You know they called her baby girl too, right? So both of y'all are baby girls. So she laughed. She said, wow, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, both of y'all are baby girls. I said, you know what? I'm going to do you one better, baby girl. She said, what you going to do, Big Papi? I said, listen, I think what I want to do is put together a real entertaining music/dance premiere that features some of your favorite songs and some of your dance moves, along with Aaliyah's popular songs and some of her dance moves, and I'm going to put it all together in one big compilation video. It's going to be like a music/dance premiere video of you and Aaliyah mixed together. What you think about that? Shakira said, oh, wow, man, that would be great, Big Papi. I can't wait to see that. So listen, y'all, there you have it. This is my official announcement. There will be a Shakira and Aaliyah music dance premiere coming this weekend. So get ready, get your popcorn, because it will be entertaining. Well, all right, this is your boy, Everyday Man 2K. Let's get it. This is Everyday Man 2K. Shakira and I would like to thank you for sharing this premiere with us. We would like to send a special thank you for those sending us cash apps and super chats as a show of appreciation and support. Both of our cash app handles are in the title of this video and in the description box below. The super chat button is in the chat room below the chat room window. Feel free to leave Shakira and I a highlighted comment about this video or just to say hello with the super chat during this closing. Well, all right, this is Everyday Man 2K. Peace, and I'm out.